Constitution roll. Natural 20. Natural 20.
Ooh, so did I.
No fucking way. I got an 11.
Wow, this is going to be closer than you thought because I got a 12.
Fuck you. Fuck everybody. Fuck your dumbass natural 20s. But actually, because you both got natural 20s, you guys get to pick.
Colin.
I choose Pat.
Oh!
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
The
Or flip a coin. Or
yeah.
flip a coin.
Rock, paper, scissors. We can't see each other. We have dice. That's all. That's the whole thing. That's everything
No,
we're doing.
there's an online way to play
my
rock,
God.
paper, scissors.
All right. Well, Matt rolled a 1.
I'm going to roll a dice. Colin, Pat, you're going to have to guess what I roll. The guy who gets
But that's
closest.
taking the 20 reward away from the guys who rolled the 20.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
You're rolling a D20 is what you're saying, and we have to guess.
You got to guess the number. Guy who gets closest doesn't have to do it.
You're really drunk on that Arizona mango, aren't you?
Oh, baby.
It's been sitting a little too long.
All right.
Fermented Palmer.
I'll say 13.
I mean, the safe bet is to say 12 and cover the other stats. But like, I was I'll say 12. I was thinking it was going to be 10 anyway. So
Okay. I rolled a 7, so Colin, you win.
yay! All right, and it's all back to what the dice initially said.
Bullshit. Okay, so in the last episode, we finished falling down after the Cerebi and bear situation. Cerebi were presumably dead, as well as a missing bait that we had to uncover from the rebel who was presumably dead. While we tried to figure out what to do with bait, the Cerebises decided that they wanted to start decomposing super rapidly, and based on that, they were letting off all these toxic fumes that were going to poison us.
Well, it should be noted one of them were decomposing rapidly.
One of them. And as that was happening, we were trying to dig ourselves out of the room that we were in with rubble blocking all the exits, when Maeve decides that she wants to take the easy way out and teleport us back to the past.
Which saved us, by the way. You're welcome.
I'm currently in jail, so...
And also, bait is somehow fucking kicking.
So they take our bodies, we get back there, we say help, Maeve feigns death, so that she can get healed up. They take Bait's body and Kalt's body and Maeve's body over to their infirmary, and they put me in handcuffs and put me in a jail cell. And then what I am assuming, the rat of Bait decided to come find me in my jail cell, and his body is now missing.
And also, Arlen is currently interrogating.
Arlen is a bad guy.
Past Arlen, when he was a mage lord, is now domineering and revealed that the mage lord, the crown mage lord, the empire's head, is trying to kill the god on this island. And that's what they're going to do at that fucking tower.
Who hasn't tried to kill a god in their time?
Yeah, I mean, Strauss didn't try to kill a god. He just wanted to be a god, so I guess this is new territory.
And then we killed Strauss.
It's a time-honored tradition in Japanese RPGs
Yeah.
to get your high school buddies together and then eventually kill a god.
Look, it just ain't an RPG until it ends with you killing a god and taking their lunch money, you know?
Is that what this is about? Commerce, I see.
Can you imagine how much food it takes to feed a god?
What does God need with a starship?
Let me set the first scene. Locke, you're hunched over in the corner of a cell, talking to a mouse, Stuart littling it up. You decided to try to communicate using rocks to scratch like messages to each other. There's a squinty-eyed guard at his table. He's looking at the book, but he's also like shifting his eyes. He's every now and then.
Fucking Spuds MacKenzie.
Spuds MacKenzie.
His name is Spuds. It's canon.
It's not canon. It's not canon.
Damn it! I tried so hard, guys. I did. I tried to get us there. I couldn't do it.
Anyways, yeah, that's the scene. How do you proceed?
Does the mouse scratch anything legible into the wall?
That's a good question. It would take a lot of effort to scratch anything serious. So after probably, I'm gonna say like maybe a full 2 minutes of scratching, the mouse like kind of like plops over on its side, tired, and drops the pebble on the ground. It's like huffing and puffing, like a cat that just went running for the first time. I'm not talking about my actual cat. That would be embarrassing. But like he's just sitting there huffing and puffing, and on the wall in front of the mouse, you see just a question mark. That's all it could muster, was just a question mark.
So yeah, in my most hushed tone, I'm going to try to communicate with the mouse and say, "You died. We had to use a crystal to come back to the past and figure out a way to save you."
So the mouse is going to slowly try to get back up onto its feet and like skitter over to the rock and try to pick up the pebble, and like for another minute, to the left of the question mark, draw a down arrow. So you just see down arrow question mark, and then it plops right back over, exhausted once again.
Say that one more time.
There is a down arrow followed by
Down
a question
arrow.
mark.
I don't.
Up, down, X. Was it AB?
Would it be fair for like insight checks, and then if he like passes a DC, I can tell him kind of what I'm going for? Is that fudging it too much?
You know what? Fair enough. I'm gonna say inside checks. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try my damnedest.
Why did I do this?
That is a 14.
Success.
Okay. Bait is trying to ask about how to get to the dungeon, basically. That's, I think, given context of him talking about Osmeros, I think that down indicates dungeon.
I don't really know, because they just took me here.
The mouse is gonna spin around a little bit and, like, sniff, pointing its nose at MacKenzie, like, gesturing Locke towards MacKenzie.
Hey, MacKenzie.
What?
I have a question. Where is the dungeon exactly? Because if we're below like a certain altitude, my asthma starts to act up. So if we're going down anymore, like into a basement type of scenario, that would suck. But if it's like above us, that's great.
Roll deception.
Okay. Can I wheeze a little bit to make it more believable?
You can wheeze a little bit. You're free to wheeze.
Wheezing. Hey, he did it. He just did it. It's great. At least now we know, like, officially in our rule set, wheezing is a free action.
That was an 18.
Okay. The guard. Let's have a laugh. Well, you're gonna have a fun time. It's in the floor below us. Down in the basement.
Oh boy, I hope these walls are thick, otherwise you're going to be hearing a lot of coughing. And I don't want to keep my new friend up at night. I'm going to wink at him again.
Friend? I mean...
I would consider you my friend.
Boy, that Stockholm Syndrome really kicked in fast.
I'm giving him like the most cringy smile ever after I say that, for sure. like 2 thumbs up smile friend.
Like, this is awkward. And just goes back to reading his book.
Yeah, I'm either hoping to win him over or just like annoy him to no end that he leaves and I can possibly escape. So yeah, I'll go back to the mouse and be like, yeah, I guess it's on the floor below us.
Okay. Can I'm going to imagine that my faculties are not the greatest, so I'd like to roll another perception check to see if the guard has a key or a method of unlocking Locke's cell that I can discern. Again, I have no modifier.
Yeah.
And that's a 7. So, no. So, the mouse just sort of, after Locke says, yeah, it's below us, the mouse, like, scurries over to the door, darts its head back and forth, and sort of, like, scurries back around in a circle in front of Locke and, like, lays down, still tired.
It's safe to assume the guard would have the key, but where he keeps it, who knows? Could be in the desk, could be on his person, could be hidden somewhere.
The mouse takes as deep a breath as its tiny lungs can handle and picks up the pebble to start drawing once again. I don't know if you want to cut away.
I don't want to cut away just yet. This is funny.
That was Colin hoping he didn't have to do this anymore. So the mouse tries to turn the arrow into a key to be as efficient as possible and not have to draw a whole new symbol. Like turns the arrowhead into a circle and puts little like teeth on the end of the key to indicate, the bits that would hit the tumbler. So now Locke is looking at ugly key ?
Is there a window in this room?
I'm gonna say no.
Are there any paintings or anything on the walls?
Yeah, you see a painting, just a landscape painting on the wall behind the guard.
Hey, MacKenzie, you know that painting's crooked, right?
He looks at the painting. No, it's not. And then he looks again. Tilts his head a little. No.
I don't know. From over here, it's looking like it's a little cockeyed.
Oh, God, it's gonna drive me nuts now. And he starts adjusting the painting.
Okay, as he gets up, do I hear any jingling of keys on his person?
Oh my god.
This is the Black Tide Locke we've been robbed of in this whole campaign. Are you kidding me? All I want is this.
Yes, you do hear jingling on his person.
As soon as the jingling comes up, the mouse is going to scurry through the bars, assuming it's like a barred doorway here, and crawl up the leg of the guy as stealthily as it's only like a couple ounces, so probably not noticeable.
Bite him in the dick. Bite him in the dick.
Are you about to pull the Thanos Ant-Man?
Thanos.
My dude, if a mouse crawled up me, I would react.
Yeah, you would definitely know.
If an ant crawled up me, I'd react. So yeah, he is like going, oh, whoa, what is, jeez. And he's just like trying to shake you out his leg.
Bite him in the dick.
Roll strength.
Roll to ride the lightning, son.
Hey guys, you know what doesn't have a good strength modifier?
Rats?
Yeah, man, that is an 18 minus 4.
14.
So
That's a 12 plus 3, so...
fuck. Okay, so the mouse gets thrown off.
You're right, the mouse does get thrown off, and he sees the mouse like, oh, jeez. And he picks up a book and tries to smack you with it.
I'm running away, for sure. I'm just trying to run down the hall. Do I get away or do I have to make a deck save?
I mean, I guess I'm making an attack roll on you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You're not going to believe this. Nat 20.
Hey, go ahead and roll that
Die as a
damage
mouse,
for me.
That would be really funny.
Oh, no. You'll see what happens.
You pop back into bait form.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I can't imagine a book being anything more than, at max, a D3, so...
So, hey, why don't you go ahead and roll that?
2. A crit on a 2 would be 4, right? So
this stat block I'm using has 1 hit point. So he smacks me, kills my mouse form, immediately returning me to, yes, indeed, it is big greasy bait, appearing on the floor with a book on his head.
What the fuck? And we cut to Maeve and Kalt.
Don't know how we're gonna pivot from that, but okay.
So, guys, let me set your scene. Young Arlen has just gone into a spiel, and his last words were, no matter the sacrifices, the means are justified, or something along those lines. I forget what I said 5 seconds ago.
Chowder, it was 2 weeks. You'll be forgiven for not remembering.
But why? Why would you kill a god? The consequences could be astronomical. What's god to a king? What's king to a god?
Look, I'm glad you're a fan of the bard, Kanye of the East.
Of the bard.
It's just yay now. There's no con. It's just yay.
Oh, right. He's just yay of the East.
The yeast.
Let me take you back to school real quick.
He pulls out a stack of papers.
Anyways, Asmagath and Asgar were twins, born to life and death. And the way gods operate, they all have their chosen domain. Asmagath and Asgar, they were given the same realm. And they had contradicting ideas of how that realm should be run. So, they spent their whole lives fighting. And of course, the winner gets to choose how this world operates. So, Asgar prevailing, fate and order shall be restored to the universe. Simple as that.
But life is chaos. Without Without just the simple acts of chaos in nature, you have no idea what would happen. You're toiling with concepts and ideas that mortals can nary understand.
There's a plan for everything, and I will achieve those ends no matter what. For Emperor, for Asgar.
And your plans will fail.
You can see a look of conflict in his face. Where once was a little bit of pride, there is a contradictory look, like maybe he has second thoughts. But he shakes it off. We'll see about that. And he starts to walk away. Hey, I suppose we can try this again back in the dungeons.
I have a question.
What?
Well, the Mage Lord seemed to care a lot about it. So, what's in the tower?
What I'm told is a machine. What that machine does, you'd have to ask some of the scientists there.
I mean, it's awfully far away. How do you guys get there so fast?
The labs? Well, 1, I'm not gonna tell you. 2, it's hidden, so fuck you. Deuces. And
wow. Man, that guy is so cool. Do you see? He just does deuces. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Sorry, Maeve. I've got to take a nap. Deuces. And he's going to turn over.
Anyways, a bunch of guards start coming in, and they handcuff you and, take you off the...
Get your hands off of me. I'm taking a nap. Deuces! Deuces! Deuces!
All right, if they're dragging us away, I might have something for this.
Yeah, pause for spell check. I'm assuming we don't have our really cool magical items.
Like, weapons and items have been confiscated.
So many Kevins, so little slurps.
Hey man, Firebolt is just verbal and somatic. I don't even need any material components.
Keep in mind, you don't have the use of your arms right now.
I said, deuces, my good man. Get your hands off of me. I'm taking a nap.
Stay put! And, contested strength roll.
On me?
I imagine you're resisting, right?
Oh yeah, I'm super fucking strong. Can I guide myself? It's just a simple prayer.
No.
You wouldn't begrudge a man his simple prayer. You
No,
his
you
simple
don't.
prayer?
You don't get that prayer. No. Anyways.
All right. Strength. Oh, well, that's a 12 plus. Just straight up strength.
Straight up strength.
Minus 1 is an 11.
13. So yeah, he pins you to the ground and puts handcuffs on you. Why do they always gotta resist?
Man, when I get Tensor's transformation, I'm gonna fuck some people up, I swear to God.
Maeve steps back and says, "You don't really need those. You can trust us. We're not going anywhere."
Why would I believe you? And he also starts to tries to handcuff you.
Nothing personal, kid.
All right, so when the guard tries to put handcuffs on me, I'm going to cast Misty Step and poof right behind him.
Can we please get a wild magic surge right now? That would be so dope.
That is a 4, so no wild magic.
Okay. And the guard starts to try to catch you again. He lunges at
I'm gonna
you.
murder this.
All right, let me make a dex save. Try to move, and that's another 4.
He tackles you to the ground and starts to handcuff you, like cops do, I guess. They put blindfolds on you guys and start just leading you guys down a way that you don't know.
Well, I guess this explains how we keep getting faster security and how our dead friend went missing, huh?
Well, 1, you were all unconscious, so we thought he was dead, so it's not like we were keeping an eye on you guys while we were exchanging guards. Somewhere in between that time, the body went missing.
You have made a great mistake. He could be anywhere. He could be anything. He's a genius, a strategic mastermind. I give you a day at max before he has writhed his way all over this complex and killed multiple guards, and you're shitting your bed in fear. Deuces.
So, here's the thing. I'm not kidding. I got this pulled up in front of me. Because what I'm immediately going to do is as soon as I get popped back into bait form, I'm casting Feign Death on myself. So he thinks the book killed me too.
Oh my God.
Is that really what you're gonna do? I mean,
100%. There's no way that I can easily quickly overpower this guy without drawing a kerfuffle. And I know for a fact that if they think I'm dead, they're gonna put me in the fucking medical bay. So yeah, 100% feign death. 3rd level, casting it. Done. The bait pops out of mouse and like immediately sprawls onto the floor, seemingly dead to all investigative means.
Yeah, did you feign death before?
Probably.
He just like starts poking the apparently dead body of bait.
MacKenzie, did you just slap a mouse so hard you turned him into a man?
He's just too stunned to really figure that one out. To answer you on.
My guy, you gotta take that show on the road.
Hey, Ryan!
Yeah, boss. How can I help you?
Can you get Arlen down here real quick? Something weird happening. He checks like Bates' pulse. Like he just staying place, just waiting for his higher up to just take this off his hand. And come back to Kalt like being who's like just like resisting, right? And yeah, I guess Arlen's like, yeah, what? Oh, it's the guy. What happened? Well, I hit a mouse with a book and then he showed up. Okay, but really, what happened? I hit a mouse with a book and then he showed up.
It's true, I saw the whole thing.
Is this Locke's first time seeing Arlen in the past?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is Locke. This would be Locke's first time seeing Arlen in the past. So Locke, what you do see is, well, he's much younger and he's clad in like Mage Lord uniform and heavy plate mail, 2 swords by his side. But it is in fact a younger Arlen.
He's not gonna recognize me, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Besides the aforementioned thing where I said I saw the whole thing.
So, he attempted to break you out, huh? He's looking to Locke.
How? He's a mouse. How was I supposed to know what he was here for?
Your deception against his insight, I guess.
I literally did not know.
What do you mean you did not know? You clearly knew he was gonna try to break you out.
Absolutely not. I did not know that. He was a mouse.
Hold on. You get the guy to...
He asked me where dungeon was, where key was.
Where key was, and you want to claim to me you don't understand why he would want a key to the guy who's locked in a room.
Absolutely. My intelligence actually isn't that bad. Never mind.
Roll your deception against my insight.
Well, I hope it's good because I got a 23.
Damn. I got 19 actually. Wait, hold on. Let me double check Arlen's stats. Actually,
you already said it. It's no takesies backsies. No takesies backsies.
I mean, you'd be happy to know it's still lower than 23, so it's fine.
Okay.
Foiled again.
Do you guys not communicate?
He's a mouse. Do I look like I speak mouse?
What do you mean he's a mouse?
MacKenzie, when you slapped him, he was a mouse. Did you see him as a man at any point before that?
Arlen's like, I mean, it's common knowledge that many people here are druids. Druids capable of turning into animals. And like, MacKenzie's like, oh. Yeah.
MacKenzie hasn't quite gone native yet.
Right. Seriously, MacKenzie? Whatever.
Regardless of if he is a druid or not, if he was in mouse form the entire time I have been in the same room as him, how would I communicate with him?
So, fun fact about 18 in perception, my friend. He looks into your cell, sees like the white scritches and scratches in the corner. I mean, he points to that.
You think a mouse did that?
Do you know the feats of Herculean strength it would take a mouse to do that?
Not only does the mouse not have like claws with which to scratch that, it can't find something to scratch that into the wall with.
Again, 19 in perception does let him see that there
It
are...
sees that there are marks. It does not tell him how they got there.
There are rocks, man.
Okay, and the mouse is gonna pick up that rock and somehow know how to scratch that symbol into the wall, and I'm gonna somehow be smart enough to know what that symbol means.
We don't lose our intelligence when we transform into animals.
I don't know that. I'm a fighter.
I'm a fighter, not a lover.
Regardless of what happened or didn't happen, I am still in the jail cell. Therefore, none of it matters.
So Maeve and Kalt are being perp-locked, and Arlen talking to Locke and MacKenzie. Are we just hearing this conversation on our way?
You do pass by this exchange that's happening, and you do hear bits of this conversation.
So we see a dead bait on the floor.
You see a dead bait in the floor with a book.
We're blindfolded.
Oh, I know. You're right.
Oh, never mind
Yeah.
then.
Dang it.
Do you smell bait on the floor?
So we're just going to hear Locke's voice.
So one of the guards is like, so much for killing us all, huh? To, like, Kalt.
I mean, it's all part of the plan, you fucking idiot. Deuces.
So can we hear Locke?
You do hear Locke.
Maeve's gonna call out, Mr. Locke, is that you?
Hey, Maeve, you okay? You look like you fainted there for a bit.
Oh, I just needed a nap.
Oh yeah, did I also get a short rest out of this scenario?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Arlen's like, you know what? Get someone who knows some magic. Take him to the interrogation room downstairs. I'm sure Zone of Truth can straighten everything out. And he just like throws his hands up in the air. Also, tie up that body and keep someone looking at it at all times. Take the body to the interrogation room as well. I don't know.
I'll let you zone my truth.
Can I also get interrogated?
Yes, you are.
Is MacKenzie going to be doing the interrogation?
I don't really want to do the interrogation. You don't get a choice in the matter.
I
You're
was just asking. He's my friend.
fraternizing with the enemy. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, he even took my advice on some interior design choices. So we're really hitting it off.
All right, yeah, picking up on that, Maeve's gonna say, hey, MacKenzie, we go way back.
No, this is not true.
He also just goes around slapping random mice with books. I don't know if that's a...
Oh, come on, we've known each other forever. MacKenzie, just tell the truth.
Roll for deception, because that is definitely a big lie to be telling.
That's a 2. I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos to get advantage.
What is Tides of Chaos? Does that have like a negative to it?
Every time I use it, we store up another wild magic surge for the DM.
It basically lets me go, okay, you gotta roll wild magic now, whenever I feel like it.
Okay.
We had to tweak it a bit because like at DM to DM we weren't tracking it, so we just so we wanted to like make sure that we had something a little more constant.
Yeah.
All right, let me roll again. Ooh, okay, that's a 21.
Oh,
Okay, he gets more guards in, and he tells them to also subdue MacKenzie, because clearly he's a spy.
yes!
Got it. You did it. You did it.
I told you we were going to be friends, MacKenzie.
This game is great.
Yes, good job, MacKenzie. We have them just where we want them.
Shut up!
Oh, yes, tell me to shut up, Daddy.
If Deadbait could issue a thumbs up, he would. Man, I have got to stop making my voice the one that transitions us into the breakaway, which is where we are now. Thank you for listening to Chapter 61 of Dicey Waters, known as The Tragedy of MacKenzie. You know, this title was actually almost really close to a tie, but our patrons came through and you guys gave us this title. You're going to find out why MacKenzie's life is so tragic. If you thought it was bad now, oh boy, just you wait. And now for a little bit of housekeeping business. Just a bit. In fact, just a Brit. Because we are talking about our good friends, Roll Brittania. Take a listen to some of these wonderful TTRPG content creators out there in the world. Take a listen.
Oh, there, sailor. Yes, I'm talking to you. Do you yearn for high seas adventure and piratical mayhem at the roll of a D20?
Yes, I'll just toss you your shirt. Very sassy.
No, I drink beer and I fart in my sleep.
Now that I've got your attention with sex, here.
Welcome to my pub, the Wizard's Sleeve.
It's still a cow that I'm gonna get in a bag. Do you know how big a cow is?
Don't put gold in your ass. That's not the catchphrase we were looking for.
It is one that we often use at this group,
Enough
though.
about where you keep your secret stuff.
It's not in my anus. Stop it.
Then sign your name in blood. Join the rovers on your crew on their adventures every Wednesday, wherever you find podcasts.
These are some other very great long-term friends of the show. Please go check them out and support them wherever you find your podcasts. That's Roll Brittania. To the housekeeping business for us here at Dice Populi, just 3 big things I want to touch base on. 1, future plans. We are currently aiming to wrap up Meant to Be by the end of March, which would be the end of season of The Fractures, and coincide with our next 5th Wednesday bonus episode. That is the plan. We have not recorded those episodes yet, but the reason I want to mention it now is our next 5th Wednesday is likely going to be a question and answer with Chowder and whatever other cast members are available to record about Meant to Be, how it all came together, what the plans were. Those are some of my favorite episodes to do. We're also planning to do another sort of like live patron, live chat sort of thing. So if you have questions about that, we're going to start asking for them very soon. So... if you're wondering, was Arlen supposed to be a good guy? What's up with the Grain Brothers? Like all these things, if those thoughts are percolating, hang on to them. If this changes, we will absolutely let you know. And it very well could change depending on what kind of curveballs Chowder throws us. But that is the plan as it stands. Another project that we've got going on is the community coloring book that our moderator has put together. The coloring book is essentially just any art from the show that you can think of in a clean line, black and white form that can be colored, either printed out and colored or like done in an app on like an iPad or something. I've already myself made, I think 4 renderings of existing Dice Populi artwork, and we have community members making more and more and more. It is such a delight to see this stuff already. I'm blown away by the stuff our community can do. But I have one thing I'd like to add. If there's anybody out there listening, getting hit with the bystander effect, like, oh, I'm sure someone else will take care of this. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think my art would look good here, or I don't have the skill. I don't think those thoughts. If you have an idea, or if you see one of the ideas that Lizzie's posted in the Discord, if you have in your mind a crystal clear image of what it looks like when Edmund's mustache flies off his face, I don't care what kind of napkin doodle, MS Paint, stick figure, anything, I want to see it. I promise you, if you think we're judging this by some sort of like artistic standards from like, would this win a prize or something? We're not. Believe me, I am going to be submitting things myself that undermine those expectations. So I don't care what ideas you have. If you're listening to me say this and thinking, nah, not me. Yes, you. Put it together and submit it to us. It's going to be a blast. We're going to put it out for free for everyone. The community coloring book for Dicey Waters. I'm very excited about it. We're going to finish collecting those at the end of this month, and you can send any submissions you have to us via email or our Discord. So big thank you to our Discord moderator, Ray, moderator. How have we not done that before? For putting it together. She's done an amazing job organizing the Discord too. We now have community play tables, and things are just generally like more people are joining, things are more organized. It's a good vibe, top to bottom. Thank you so much, Ray. Last thing, Patreon. Obviously, we've got entrenched in a spicy new season thanks to Ryan. It is really clicking with me as a listener and as a player. I put out some behind-the-scenes content a couple of weeks ago, and I would love to hear some feedback on that because I have ideas for more stuff in that vein. I have a lot more episodes of that particular behind-the-scenes edit, but also, like, this episode that you're listening to now is the most complex edit that we've ever done. We'll certainly talk about it in the future, but I also have ideas for ways to show you guys why and how it was that way. And if you're interested in seeing that, those of you who support our Patreon, let me know and we'll put it out. So if you want to see more about the coloring book, the Discord, the Patreon, you head to dicepopuli.com. If you want to know more about Roll Brittania, you already know. Wherever you find your podcasts, look for Roll Brittania. So I'm going to get out of your way now. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to let you figure out just why MacKenzie's life is so damn tragic.
Tied up, blindfolded, you are now in the basement floor. It looks to be...
How long has it been?
They brought you to a room. You are currently tied to chairs, and you are currently waiting. It has now been 15 minutes.
Okay. Bait is still lifeless.
So, Locke, what's the deal with Greasy over there? He was faking being dead?
I think so. He was a mouse, and then he tried to, climb up Mackenzie's leg to get a key off of him.
Is that what he was doing?
Locke, you are going to laugh about this. So they were asking us where the body disappeared, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are fucking dead now." He's like a master planner, and he's like really good at combat. You're all gonna die, and you're gonna shit your pants in fear. And I have a distinct feeling that he was just bait being bait.
Yeah, because
just fucking up everything and never doing anything right. It's
he
classic.
did fuck it up because he got caught, and then MacKenzie over here slapped him with a book, and he turned from Mouse Boy into Grease Boy again.
My life is ruined.
Hey, MacKenzie.
I was gunning for a promotion. What?
Well, your life is already over. You might as well just join up with us.
No, you're the ones who ruined it.
Wait. MacKenzie, what are your views on taxation?
Oh, we already had this talk. You tried to write us up for tax evasion.
Oh my God, you piece of shit. Well, MacKenzie, I mean, you've probably been privy to the stuff that happens here before. What are we looking for? Are we going to get like a spanking? Are they going to take some teeth? Fingers, fingies?
Where did Kinky Kalt come from?
Well, if the normal methods don't work, they'll probably just use a very painful truth serum of some sort.
You don't have to yell, MacKenzie. We're all whispering here, It's fun, whisper in my ear, I whisper in your ear. It'd be cool. So, why do you like taxes, MacKenzie?
I don't care.
You like to willingly give up your pay to the government so they can then just create more people to take your pay?
What does this have anything to... What?
What do you mean? This has everything to do. We're here to stop taxation. Taxation is theft. That's the true crime here.
He's just looking at you, puzzled.
All right, you're not ready for the revolution. That's fine. So this whole plan of killing a god, what's the deal with that?
I don't know. They have plans. They got scientists like... Hold on a sec.
The bound MacKenzie pulls out a stack of papers.
Are we bound to chairs? Are we free to move around this room?
Bound to chairs. Chairs are bolted down.
Damn it.
I'm going to start rocking back and forth to try to break my chair off of the ground.
Chowder, what does this room look like?
Empty room, dingy, tiles that are kind of broken, a table on the side, not in front of you, but up against the wall. It's a fairly barren area. But there is a door across from you. It is like a heavy stone bolted kind of door.
So we're chained to a bunch of chairs in the middle of some room.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Are there any paintings nearby?
No paintings, no windows.
So, MacKenzie, buddy, how do you think you're going to bust us out of here?
I just met you guys. Oh god, they're probably gonna get fuck it, I'm just pulling up a name generator.
We could just look at the name list.
Yeah, but I kind of want a certain kind of...
Are you telling us that you didn't prepare for the eventuality of 3 people and a dead getting tied up with one of the random guards that you generated on the spot? That we would successfully convince the Mage Lord Empire that this man is a traitor and convince him to be our best friend?
If I'm to guess, they'd probably get Yanoa to create the potion. Beyond that, I don't really take part in these interrogations.
You're about to see what they do to Mage Lords when they think they're dealing with a traitor.
Did you say trader or traitor?
Whatever he is, it's safe to say MacKenzie is not in the best spot.
I was going to say fucked.
He's sweating bullets. Before he gets to say anything, the door swings open. You see young Arlen, and you see a female gnome in a lab coat, giant Coke bottle type glasses. And she's carrying a tray, and the tray's got various tools on it, and also flask with some sort of liquid in it. Behind them you see, like, cells with various druids in them. And just as quickly, they close the door behind them. Arlen says to the gnome, "So, why can't we use Zone of Truth?" Well, there's a... hold on. I'm gonna at least try it a good voice.
Hell yes.
I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Anyways.
That's what we do, man.
Zone of Truth has a chance of failure. But with this and a little bit of that, we can guarantee the truth. With side effects.
The truth with side effects, huh?
Truth is a funny thing.
We live in a society.
We live in a society.
Yes, we live in a society. That's called living in any city or country.
Yeah, Kalt.
A truth spruce.
Anyways, get started. And then you hear MacKenzie just pop up. Wait. Why are you doing this? Arlen's just like puzzled at MacKenzie. What? I mean, are these your people? Why are you working against them, huh? And like you just see like a real nervous face, drops a bead, sweating. It's very clear your pressuring has like at least gotten to him a little. It's for the greater good, he says. So, who do I start with? First, she takes out a needle and starts going through you guys.
Give it to me.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
I dare you to not give it to me.
Okay, let's go with the kid.
Before we get started, Doctor, I presume, Doctor, what are your views on taxation?
It helps fund the medical sciences, and really any kind of sciences. I like science.
You know what? I think you'll have a better conversation with me on truth serum. I believe that.
Can I try to go Super Saiyan real quick and bust out of my bindings?
Yes, you may.
All right. Would that be a strength check?
Strength check. I'll even say athletics. Yeah.
It's both the same for me. It's okay.
Keep in mind, you don't have your belt with you.
I'm naked?
Was the belt the only thing you were wearing?
You only wear a...
Well, no, I'm saying the belt was holding up my pants.
For 2 years? I mean...
Why would they take my belt?
But it's
But wait, your pants fit before you got the belt, right?
No.
What?
I got new pants when I got the belt.
Ah, fuck.
But the magic belt, right? So
it is a magic belt.
I think you have the power to say that he has pants on. You don't get to fucking alley-oop
but
no
they're a
pants
little
for the last
droopy.
few episodes.
They're a little droopy.
They're
You get to see a little bit of the plumber crack, yeah.
We get to see a little bit of the V under the dad gut.
Oh, this sucks. Okay, well, hold on then.
You don't have your magic belt because it's a magic item. You have your pants because they don't want to see that dragon schlong.
How do I take it off? Unequip.
I know Pat likes to negotiate with the DMs. I didn't think he was going to try to negotiate himself out of pants.
Well, I just don't know what my strength was before.
Before the belt. It's been so long.
And unequipping it didn't change my strength on my sheet. So, hold on. It is an 18. It was 27.
Holy fuck. Josh.
Just casual. I got a 23 because I rolled a 19. If only it was a fucking 20.
Chowder underestimated the beefcake.
You feel the bolts on the chair start to loosen up. It hasn't quite come off, but you're struggling, and the others haven't noticed that chair is coming loose for now. But Arlen's like, so, care to talk? What are you doing here? What were you doing in the barracks? What were you doing at the bridge? And he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's behind you. What were you doing here?
I'm gonna be real with you. We're from the future.
He's very unamused right now.
We're trying to get back to the future.
He is just very unamused. You think me a fool?
No. I am legitimately telling you the truth right now.
Okay, jab the needle in his eye.
In my eye?
His eye?
Well, that's the place you administer it. Truth is in the eye of the...
Wait.
What?
That's fucking... Chowder, that's fucking funny. That's really good.
I will reveal everything. We are what we say we are. All I need to prove it, there was several crystals you probably found on us that emanated a faint magical aura. If you bring them here, I can explain everything.
You hear like a knocking on the door. Yanoa, the gnome that you see before you, says, Arifi, what is it? Door opens, Arifi comes in. Well, he mentioned those crystals and, well, they're really fascinating. Come on, Arifi, you're just an assistant. No, really, it's quite fascinating. It goes beyond just the other magical items they had. What did you say these were? She directs that question to Kalt.
They are temporal crystals. If you give me one, I can show you how they work.
She gives like puppy dog's eyes to Yanoa. Don't look at me like that.
So much for loving science.
Can I make another strength check?
Yes.
Don't fail me now. That was only a 15.
Not quite. If you just put a little bit of force into it, you feel like you can get the chair out from the bolts. Arlen's like, no, we're not gonna give them the tools to escape. That's not how this works.
I'm not trying to escape. I will literally, I will move nowhere. I wish you wanted to know what we are doing here. I want to explain, and the only way to explain it for you to believe me is if I show you how to use the crystal.
He's telling you the truth. Our positions will not change.
Y'all sneaky bastards, huh?
That is very funny. I love that. So, Yanoa, like, jabs the needle into Kalt's eye.
Wait, what?
He's driving it into my eye.
Kalt's making the bigger claims here. I get it.
Yeah, Kalt's making the claims, so they want to ask him,
Ooh, as soon as I see the needle heading for his eye, I will cast telekinesis on it.
And jab it all the way through his skull.
Deuces, Kalt.
And I will subtly cast it so that nobody notices I'm doing it.
I'm familiar with soul spells, so yes, it is working. The needle starts floating up. Yanoa is just like jumping to try to reach it, but she is short and it is high up.
Moving on this momentum and getting very desperate. You said there was like a lab assistant?
Yeah.
I am going to use the spell command, which only has a verbal component, and I'm going to say, "Gimme!"
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. How does command work?
So I'm using gimme as like, the one word version of a gimme.
Yeah.
They have to make I think it's a wisdom saving throw. Of course, this is a cleric spell, which is not my good. See, I think it is. Yeah, wisdom saving throw DC 13. Not great.
Well, congratulations, Kalt. You succeed.
I'm assuming they toss me this thing, and the second it hits my hand, I am casting a spell through it, and I'm teleporting us the fuck out of here.
She tosses you the crystal.
I am going to. What were the rules? As long as it's a first level spell, it's a radius thing, right?
Yeah, if you're burning a spell slot, you get everyone within like decent radius.
Yeah. As long as I'm going to do a first level spell slot, to burn it into it and hopefully teleport us out of this sticky wicket.
All right, you cast the first level spell slot. There's a flash of light.
Hold on. Before we go, if this were a TV show, the way this would have to go is we all disappear, and now it's just MacKenzie and 2 interrogators.
It's just MacKenzie and 2 interrogators.
Can we bring MacKenzie with us?
No, you cannot.
Did we bring the needle with us? Because I was going to stab it in Bates' eye when he woke up.
Well, Mackenzie's about to get stabbed in the eye for sure.
Bait absolutely is with you.
Bait's in the radius. The needle's not in the radius. That is my ruling. And you are now in a dilapidated version of the dingy room you were in.
Are we free? Like, are we still strapped in to like ancient decrepit chairs? Are we free?
You are strapped in to old ass chairs. Yes.
You bastard.
Can I try to like wiggle my way out? I guess.
You can try.
But I have a little rock in my hand, I'm going to glint it in whatever light. It's like, we just have to find where they keep the items and then go back.
If we get back with all of our gear, maybe we can free all the prisoners.
Yeah, well, first things first, let's get out of this chair, and I am getting out of it.
I'm going to try and rip free.
Yeah, Locke, you want to try ripping free again?
That was a crit fail.
Crit fail. Here's what I'm going to say.
Well.
The ropes get tighter.
You do manage to break out, but in the process,
my pants fall down.
No.
Shut the fuck up, Pat.
You pull a hammy.
Oh, fuck. That means I don't have my belt anymore because we dipped.
Yep. Yeah.
We can go back.
Oh, my God. We got to do it immediately.
You cut yourself on a rusty, broken iron chair.
Roll for tetanus.
Roll for tetanus. Not going to say roll for tetanus, but you do take damage.
That's fine.
Would it be fair to say that it's been now like a half hour since Bait got booked in the face?
Yes.
Okay.
While he figures out my damage, I'm going to go help everybody else get out of their restraints.
All right. And 4 damage. Everyone is free. Also, in the chair next to you, some time-locked zombie going, where did it come to this? It's tied to the chair, by the way.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
MacKenzie?
Why did it come to this?
Is that you, buddy?
Why did it come to this?
Can you say anything besides why did it come to this?
Why did it come to this?
All right.
That answers that.
So, looking at the room around us, has it, changed? Is it the same door, still closed? How do we get out of here?
The walls are still intact. The door is still in one piece. It is a very sturdy door.
Maeve is going to walk to the door and pull it open.
Yeah, you pull, and I would like you to make a dexterity check as this big, heavy door starts falling towards you.
Oh, geez. That's a 6 plus 4, 10.
You passed. It was an easy check, but the big, heavy door falls, and you just sidestep out of the way, and it's like, oh, man, that...
It's gonna be so loud, dudes.
Hey, MacKenzie? MacKenzie, right here, okay? Look at me. Are you looking at me? I can't tell if you're looking at me. Can you say something if you're looking at me?
He looks at you and goes, why did it come to this?
Okay. I'm going to need you to do me a solid. I'm going to let you out of these restraints, and you're going to take us to where they would be holding my armor all those years ago.
He just stares at you blankly. Why did it come to this?
And if you do that for me, I will put you out of your misery.
Why did it come to this?
If you don't do that for me, I'm going to tie you to this chair again, and you will stay here for eternity.
Why did it come to this?
It gets sadder with everything Locke says. It just keeps getting sadder and sadder.
Say something right now if you agree with what I just said.
Why did it come to this?
Perfect. Beautiful. I'm going to untie him.
Hey, could I get a clean take of that? I don't think I have one.
Okay, I'm going to untie him now, and we're going to start moving to where he's showing us to go.
Okay.
If he doesn't immediately attack you.
He could try.
He doesn't immediately attack you. You follow him, right?
Yep.
All of you?
Yeah.
What about Bates' dead body?
It's tempting to leave him.
You guys can go ahead and look for your stuff. I'll stay here with Bait.
Are you sure I can just carry him?
Oh, okay. Are you sure you're strong enough?
And I look at his lack of belt.
Okay, yes, I am weaker, but I am still strong. Okay? I can't win with these people.
So, Locke is carrying Bait. Do you have the ability to just turn this ability off anytime, or do you really got to wait out?
I'm reading this spell pretty literally, so I'm saying that I can't, but I think...
Okay.
If/when Bait gets to speak to these people again, might be able to dive into that.
Okay, Locke is carrying Bait, Maeve, and everyone is following MacKenzie.
Would you say it's been 45 minutes now?
You know what? I'll say it's been 45 minutes just so I can get your character to be closer to interacting.
Okay, cool, yeah. Still totally dead.
All right.
Oh
you walk out the room, you see, again, jail cells, and in these jail cells are Well, basically like those abominations you were seeing everywhere, those time-locked crowds. And, it's like grasping through the bars, trying to reach you. It can't. Sometimes you're hearing like, we didn't do anything, or please let us go, or why is the castle collapsing? Just please for why are we in prison kind of stuff. And I mean, it is like a lot of the cells with these. And as you walk along, you see different cells. This time, like, these cells are less crowded. Each of these cells has one person in it. So you see MacKenzie walk up to the desk at the end. And like beside that desk is stairs. Basically, it's like you walk like in order to get in here. It'd be like you go down these stairs, talk at the desk or whatever, and he's just kind of like standing in front of the desk, kind of going, "Why did it come to this?" While doing something that kind of pantomimes like reporting in, signing in, that kind of stuff. He's just going through the motions of that right now. What do you do?
Buddy, I need to find out where my stuff is.
Why did it come to this? It's like kind of pantomiming, writing, doing a signature.
Is this like the evidence room? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Why did it come to this? And then he just goes up the stairs.
I guess I will follow him up the stairs.
You follow him up the stairs.
What are Kalt and Maeve just doing during all this? Are they just
following
walking
along,
silently? Yeah, okay.
I mean, we're just going to take the word of this shambling mass of regret, so let's go for it.
Kalt, I don't think you understand, Kalt. I am nothing without the belt, okay?
If you're nothing without the belt, then you shouldn't have it.
You can't just give me the belt and then take it away from me, okay? It's part of me now.
All right,
It's okay. We'll get you a different belt. Maybe a smaller one that doesn't have a WWE emblem on it. Something more mature, more adult.
Fuck off.
All right, so MacKenzie walks into a... Well, he does make it to the first floor. This was the floor you guys were on till they took you to the basement in the interrogation room. The stairs lead to a hallway. He takes a right and then takes you basically from one end of the floor to the you guys were in when you like teleported from the rubble room from the present. And he does a salute to this giant mass of soldiers and mages who are fused together like a reporting for duty kind of thing. You hear a collective scream of charge! Like multiple different voices going, charge! And, Timelock Squadron has charged at you.
Oh!
I mean, hey, you put your faith into a zombie that only goes through the routines it goes through. It was gonna report to a higher officer. In this case,
oh my God,
it was a squadron of higher officers.
I think now would be a good time to break one of those crystals. What do you guys think?
Is this room, does it look like it might be a storage room of a kind, or is this like completely off the beaten path? It looks like some random room.
Well, you see the remnants of what was going to be like festivities. Like they were preparing for the arrival of the Emperor, so they had like a big ballroom with like tables and ribbons across the ceiling, and might have been food, but it's all rotted away at this point. And, you know, like all the high-ranking dudes in this castle would have been there because the Emperor is a big deal.
So MacKenzie has led us to the squadron. Is there anything here that says where stuff might be? Or?
I mean, okay, so I will say this. You do hear, like, people going, oh, these are some sick stuff, dude. And, like, kind of marveling at, like, some of the magical items you had. So
As the big blob man moves towards us, I'm going to pull on Locke's shirt and say, Mr. Locke, I think your belt might be around here.
I mean, if we're staying in here, we should fight immediately.
So, to better describe the Timelock Squadron, it is a squad of the Mage Lord's finest men, now bound together by corrupted time. This is less of a blob and more like one big burly dude with like a dozen people kind of fused to his back, as it were. So it's like on two legs, capable of running.
The thing is, I don't even know if we can fight. Locke, you wouldn't have your weapon. I don't have my spell focus or anything like that.
I don't have Mr. Bear.
Okay, well then let's fucking run.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so I guess everyone does disengage. The thing runs after you, but it's not as fast as the Cerberus, so, it's not like an whole ass chase scene, I guess. But, keep in mind, it is on your heels, as it were. You get out the room, and you find yourself in a lavishly decorated room. Pedestals with, treasures on them. Not your treasures, just, pieces to show off the coolness of the Mage Lords. Line the hallway, and ahead of you, you see a room that Locke would recognize, because, Locke, from your perspective, to your right would be the cell where you first met MacKenzie. To the left would be where Arlen came from when he was eventually called down to check out the whole book bait thing. Also, 15 minutes have passed. It's been an hour. Bait.
So as they're walking down, assuming bait is still slung over Locke's shoulder, they're hustling and bustling, and all of a sudden you hear, and then bait just sort of flails and flops onto the ground, and takes a second to get his bearings and stands up. He's like, "All right, I'm up to speed. Where are we fucking going? Where's our shit?"
Bait, what happened to you?
I got a fire staff in there too. Where's our shit? We're trying to find our shit, or else that freaking blob man with the big back is gonna hit at us. Let's go. Where is it?
When you were a mouse, did you see anything that looked like it could be a room holding our stuff? Because we don't know. We're trying to find it. We don't know.
Hey, Chowder, would I have seen that?
You would have seen guards carrying stuff off to the north, but what specific room, you wouldn't know.
The north remembers.
Yeah, because we're toward the south end of the castle, because this is where Locke was being kept. It's
south end of the castle was where Locke was being kept.
All right, let's run to the north.
Yeah, so Bait says, I saw him carrying it near the medical ward, but that's really all I've got for you. Is that thing still behind us? I couldn't really see.
Sure, seems like it.
Then Bait says, how close did we get to the laboratory?
The laboratories?
The laboratory is supposed to have the answers to get into that salt spire without getting babified or something.
Maybe we should be asking some questions first. What the fuck, Bait? Were you pretending to be dead previously?
Wasn't really pretending so much as a magical discipline to feign death.
Ah, yes, the magical discipline of supreme cowardice.
Hey, Kalt, do you know what another word for feigning is?
Lying.
I was going to go with pretending, but yeah.
You don't think I noticed that everyone had a graceful fall between bears and I plummeted to the fucking ground? You were going to turn from indifference to hostility.
You are seemingly a piece of shit, so I thought perhaps a small lesson would be adequate.
Lesson learned. We need to get to the laboratory right the fuck now.
We have begged of you for answers, and I think now more than ever it is time to have some answers.
I will grant you that, but there's a big thing behind us, and Locke doesn't have his belt.
Well, I don't have my staff, nor any ability to cast most of my spells, or my spell book. I think we're all fucked equally.
Then let's get unfucked, and I'll tell you everything you want to know. And Bait hustles down a long hall.
You hear off in the distance, For Emperor! For... The paper's not part of it, okay?
The Timelock Squadron pulls out a stack of paper.
For Emperor! For Asgard!
Oh, my God. The squad starts throwing books at us.
They just start winging them at us.
Yeah, so, he is indeed behind you guys. No, but, so keep that in mind again. But, yeah.
All right, so we're going north. If we make it to the infirmary or medical ward, whatever, do we find any of our stuff there, or anybody using our stuff?
In fact, there are time-locked zombies in this room, and you can hear one guy going, "Hey, this is some sweet shit," from the hospital bed in the room you're in right now, and. You think they'll give us a cut of this? From another zombie.
Can I roll something to find out more of what they're talking about?
Yeah, make a insight check.
That is a 11 total.
All right, so what an 11 tells you. You see the zombie that said, you think they'll give us a cut of this? In his hand is... Give me an object that's, not valuable, but, you would have had on your person.
It has the golden insignia from Ilion.
Edmund.
The golden oak.
Okay.
The golden bark, or whatever his organization was.
You see in his hand the golden oak. It would appear that they basically split up the confiscated goods amongst themselves.
Oh my god.
There are probably time-locked zombies walking around with your magic items.
Okay, so... Oh my god. I'd like to then just roll perception, history, investigation, whatever. Have we seen the belt on one of these motherfuckers?
As you're thinking this, the Timelock Squadron walks in behind you, and the guy that like everyone's like putting, the big burly guy that all the other dudes are attached to the back to, doesn't have the belt, but like you can see a belt on one of the dudes who's like holding swords.
God damn it.
Yep. You don't see like any of the magical staffs or anything.
All right, Locke, this is make or break. Bait turns to him, like grabs his shoulders and looks up, piercing into his eyes. How badly do you need that belt?
Extremely badly.
Bait steps back, cracks his knuckles, and says, well, hope this goes better than MacKenzie over there. Well, hope this goes better than fucking MacKenzie over there.
When did we fuck MacKenzie?
Yeah.
We didn't... Okay. I hope this goes better than the stuff I did with MacKenzie that wasn't fucking.
That was sex?
Oh my god.
Everything but sex.
This is incredible.
I know anything I say is going to be twisted by the mind of Ryan even further, so I shan't engage.
Shan't engage. Also the name of your sex tape. Yeah, what
we should
we doing
probably
here?
find a spot to end this shortly.